Kicking off for the 49ers.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the third overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
I know that last year in 2024, New York Jets fans were watching him and saying, that's the guy we thought we were going to get. But he found his groove in Minnesota, finished in the top 5 in passing yards and touchdowns last year. Now in Seattle, where he proved that last season was no fluke.
And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. So the completion good for just 3. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Now it's Darnold. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground.
But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Play action. Now Purdy. Goes in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. First carry here for Kenneth Walker to 3rd. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd and 2. To throw is Darnold. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And they're going to get him. He's safe back around the 28. Michael Williams showing it. Strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And Darnold, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And that's the down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? And that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
On first down, and he loses the football the second time. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered, they still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy looking to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're able to corral it right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! Ricky Pearsall. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Darnold now to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And the Seahawks first down.
Here's Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. No gain on the play. And it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Darnold. And that'll be caught by Cobb. And shutting him off now open field. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Again, Darnold. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Seattle.
Now Darnold. And it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. 19 yards for Kenneth Walker. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Brings up second and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Second down, right back to McCaffrey. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Purdy on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second and 15. Back to throw, Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Here's Darnold. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant from a yard out. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They go play action here. Purdy looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Arm strength, very nice route.
Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this is caught. Jennings. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Down there, right side, it's McCaffrey. It's so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I think this defense is still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Moody good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 31 yards there and a first down. Back to throw, Purdy. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here.
7 yards brings up second down at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
Now Purdy. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Oh, that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On fourth down, here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and try to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Second and 10.
At the 46 26-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now it's Darnold. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses